So probably the biggest thing that happened this week is a massive anime company merger, right? You've probably seen this, but for those that haven't, here we go. This is Joen. This is a massive merger collaboration effort in a brand new company by the contributions of Shueisha, Aniplex, Cloverworks, and Wit Studio. A combined effort, so to speak. Cloverworks and Wit Studio will work together to utilize their strengths to the fullest across the entire production process, from the planning stages to the final product. As we will be involved in every step of the creative process, we will be able to ensure that the final product will be high quality and produced with the values of the target business in mind. In addition to our collaboration with Cloverworks and Wit Studio, we also intend to use the industry connections provided by them to expand our scope and collaborate with various studios, producers, and creators to build a framework that allows us to prioritize those involved in the production process. Rather than moving all processes through a singular company, we will seek to match the best production lines and creators to each project. In addition, we will also provide aid through financial support, creating an environment for these projects to flourish, and more. Now, more than ever before, high quality animation is vital to the success of creative works. As such, animation studios have begun to play a greater role in the production process, simultaneously shouldering the growing demands and expectations that accompany it. Even if the final product or the company that created said product is successful, it can be difficult to distribute the profits among the staff, creators, and those involved in the animation studio. To bring about change to the present situation, we aim to collaborate with these studios to build a new business model wherein profits are directed back to creators. To nourish the production of high quality animation, we as a production company would like to lay down the foundation for a long and prosperous future wherein creators can produce animation comfortably. We aspire to introduce a new structure for those involved in the creation of animation by creating an environment that allows for the continuous production of high quality animation while ensuring studios and the creators are rewarded in line with what they produce. We strive to support the animation industry and related ventures by taking a supporting role and allowing the people involved in planning, production, and the distribution to take center stage. We'd like to rise to the challenge of establishing a new framework for the animation industry through cooperation with those who can help us accomplish this goal, supporting creativity, empowering creators. If you've sat here and listened to this whole thing, you probably think this is wonderful. This is amazing. This is a great step for the animation industry. Two massive conglomerates working with two very massive animation studios coming together to somewhat push a new business module. Yippee. Unfortunately, to be a little bit pessimistic about the situation, this is very difficult to believe. There's a couple of things that makes me feel odd about this, right? Firstly, everything I just read sounds like a great sale for anyone else that wants to get involved corporate-wise. If investors or other corporations are looking at this, it's probably tasty, very delicious. When it comes to animation studios, the creators, the hardworking people and talents that are putting their life on the line to bring this stuff to life, they too are probably rather nervous. Question: what does it take two corps and two massive animation studios to change the business model of the horrible current one within the animation industry? That's what I'm kind of confused about. Instead of redesigning and re-acknowledging what you're currently doing, you're shifting away from that, creating a new company with more money, with more people involved, so now you can somewhat comfortably and supposedly support these said people with more creativity and flexibility. This seems rather odd. It's very difficult for myself to believe such massive corporations and their promises, but why avoid the problem that you've caused to begin with instead of trying to fix it? Want to go back and understand your business module further, figure out the faults in it, and then fix it, clean it up, and allow creators to get paid respectfully for their hard work and talent, and to give them time. You can throw an endless supply of money at an animation project and that's not going to make it better. Time is what makes it better. Talent, creativity. You can't have any of that if you take away time. You can't have any of that if your talent, your creators are sick, are not getting paid enough, are not happy, are not supported the right way that they should be. So please excuse me if I'm a little bit uncertain that it takes a massive merger of very big corporations to finally prove themselves that they can make a safe and comfortable environment for their animators, for their directors, for everyone that's involved that is getting paid properly. I know a lot of people aren't going to care about the specifics for this and just be excited. That's perfectly fine. Just know that this idea of change is penned by the same people that created the problem before. The reason the animation industry is like this. The reason these corporations push this model so often is because it makes them money continuously, effortlessly. They don't care. And now they want to make less money because they want to support the hardworking people involved. I don't know the ins and outs of production pipelines and everything in between, the technical aspect of it, but for a corporation to come out and say all of this stuff, it's very normal. This is just a beautiful, beautiful silver platter for investors and other corporations looking to jump in on this venture. Only proof can showcase this concept in motion, and it's from the people that are bringing your favorite anime to life, not the corporations backing them. In due time, we'll find out. That was definitely way too long-winded, but moving on, we have Chojin X. Obviously, the newest chapter dropped this week, which was 23, I believe. If you haven't read it, please do. But the volumes for it are going to be releasing in France starting October 26th this year. So if you speak French, you live in France, anywhere near it, you'll most likely start seeing Chojin X chapters very soon, and volume 2 will be releasing November of this year. So this is a really great step for Chojin X, and sooner or later we'll most likely get it for English and other supporting languages, and hopefully it continues to pick up even further, which is super great to see. Moving on to some circulation numbers, Spy X Family has 21 million copies in circulation, which is absolutely incredible, and Sakamoto Days has 1.3 million copies in circulation, which is also really good. I expect this number for Sakamoto Days and both Spy X Family to rise exponentially. Spy X Family's case, obviously the anime is boosting it and will continue to boost it for quite some time, but for Sakamoto Days, this series is becoming a lot more popular, a lot more enjoyable for people and accessible, and it's really doing a lot for Weekly Shonen Jump currently. It's different to their Battle Shonen, it's got a lot of humor in it, it's got a kind of unique twist on it, it's very enjoyable, I'd highly recommend it. Also, Blue Box, Weekly Shonen Jump's bigger romance story, has 1.1 million copies in circulations, which, to be honest, is really great to see. Now onto the bigger one, manga sales, specifically the first half of this year. Coming in at number 1, we have Jujutsu Kaisen at 9.3 million, shocking, no one's seen that coming. Number 2, we have Tokyo Revengers, 7.2 million, very impressive still. Number 3, we have Spy Family, 4.8 million, very happy to see this here. Hopefully it continues to rise over the rest of the 6 months and holds its spot pretty respectfully. Number 4, we have One Piece with 4 million. Number 5, My Hero Academia, 2.8 million. Number 6, Kimetsu no Yaiba, 2.5 million. Still impressive that this is in here. It's a massive series, it's still blowing up, but it's been like 2-3 odd years since it ended, I believe, and it's still going strong. Of course, it had the movie, the anime, etc., but nonetheless, still impressive. Number 7, we have a series that I've never heard about, Do Not Say Mystery, 2.4 million. Very impressive that this is in here. Fittingly, number 8, Kaiju number 8 with 1.8 million. Very, very happy that this is here, and I have my fingers crossed that it survives within the top 10 towards the end of the year. Number 9, we have My Dress Up Darling with 1.7 million. Very great to see this here. And number 10, probably a surprising one for people, Blue Lock with 1.5 million. Now, the fact that this is here without the anime releasing yet is really big. So when the anime comes out, it starts to pick up traction, and if it's well received, you'll probably see this skyrocket. Most likely next year, however, because I believe the anime for Blue Lock comes out in October, if I remember correctly. I could be completely wrong. And the sales end around November, December time. So you'll probably get a couple of weeks of boost, but see the total picture most likely next year. So I think a lot of people have seen this coming, potentially. Protect Me, Shugamari, has ended in Weekly Shonen Jump. 'Tis unfortunate, but there is room for a lot of other series to come in currently. Ghost Girl by Akisa Saiki in Jump Plus will be entering indefinite hiatus due to the author's health. This is a series that I see constantly going on hiatus due to the author's health. I hope that she's able to recover and take the time away that she needs to heal. It seems very stressful for her, so I wish her the best. And lastly, because I forgot to add this, Boichi, the artist of Dr. Stone and the author of Sun Can Rock, is the new artist for a brand new webtoon called Superstring, which is going to be releasing a line manga or webtoon within 2023, and it is described as various heroes from different dimensions clash on Earth. Boichi's art is absolutely incredible, so it's definitely something to look out for. So to end off this video, I have some anime announcements. First and foremost, Star Wars Visions. I haven't watched the first volume, but volume 2 has been announced for spring 2023. A lot of people are probably going to be excited for that. Classroom of the Elite Season 2 begins July 4th. Here's a little updated visual for you. Made in Abyss Season 1 plus movie has been added onto Disney Plus. Don't know why that's there. Do not be fooled. This is a very brutal, drastic, heartbreaking story that is messed up in a lot of different ways. Completely brilliant, enjoyable, but brutal. And lastly, Ayakashi's Triangle anime is scheduled to broadcast in 2023. This is basically all the news for this week. Let me know what piqued your interest, what you're excited for. Let me hear your thoughts in general. With that, I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.